Okay, welcome back everybody. I'm Taylor Riggin with golfswing.com. We want to talk about, we've talked about a lot of things that we should be doing here in a nice greenside bunker shot. I want to talk about a few things that we shouldn't do. I told you before that I work with Jim McLean in the Jim McLean Golf System and right here in Fort Worth, Texas. And what I want to do is we want to reference something, a term that we use. It's called a death move. There's a few things that we definitely can't do in a great bunker shot. It's really going to keep us from hitting nice shots. So the first thing I want to talk about is our grip pressure, okay? In our last video, we talked about speed and tempo, and I mentioned the grip pressure there. It's really important that we don't create tension. If we are tense, if we're nervous, we're choking the life out of our club here and we're white knuckling it, we're going to create tension up in our wrists, forearms, our elbows, our upper arms, and that's going to cause us to make some pretty herky-jerky movements, some aggressive kind of a pulling down motion where you use your upper body rather than light and smooth action where you release those wrists and create speed down at the ball. So having a tight grip pressure is really going to do a disservice to all the stuff that you're working on here in our bunker series. So we got to let those hands be nice and relaxed. Again, I'll reference our grip pressure, our 10 to 1. If we squeeze it all the way to 10, back it off to a 1, back up to a 10 on the scale, and then back to a 5, and a little lighter than that, maybe like a 3. Nice light grip pressure that's going to let us have freedom of our motion in our swing here. It's going to be really good for you. Another death move is in our takeaway. We really don't want to have an inside takeaway. We want to start hinging that club up quickly, as I talked about before. Get that club up moving up to the sky quickly and early with a nice full wrist hinge. If we take it way into the inside here, that's going to really take us off track and get us in a position where we're coming in too far in from the inside. We're going to scrape a lot of sand, and there's no way we're going to get a great shot out of the bunker. Sort of along the same lines with that is a takeaway that's too low. We want to get that club moving upward, up and out here this way rather than into the inside or low. If we take it back too low, again, we're not going to have the angle that we need as we come into the ball to blast that ball up and out with a nice explosion and get that ball out of the sand. So again, get that club moving upward quickly with a wrist hinge. That's going to help you come into the ball with a better angle of attack. Okay. The last one I want to talk about is our ball position. Now, in the right circumstances, it's okay if we need to have the ball a little farther back. But if our ball is too far back and we're in a condition like this where the sand is light and fluffy, it's really going to be tough for us to get that ball up and out because that club is going to want to dig down too deep and not get us to where our ball wants to go, which is obviously up and in the hole. So our ball position being too far back is going to expose that leading edge. It's going to get our hands more forward. It's going to be hard to get our hands behind it or vertical with the shaft if the ball position is too far back. Okay, again, we're coming in, that leading edge is digging, our club is not able to take a nice long shallow divot of sand underneath the ball. It's going to really cause some problems. So make sure that in your setup and in your swing, you're avoiding these 4 death moves that are going to really kill your bunker game. Work on that, make sure you get rid of those, and you're going to be playing better golf for sure.